Nick Ferrari at breakfast on LBC.
Rolling out the red carpet for Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He'll visit the Queen. He'll stay at Chequers. He'll address Parliament during his stay in Britain. Indeed, the Prime Minister had to break off from his work over in Malta, where he was with other European and African leaders, and fly home because of this long-standing and hugely important visit. Indeed, he's had to allow the Dutch Prime Minister to be in our stead because of an agreement that you have to be a nation's leader. You cannot put in a deputy or any other minister. It is that important to Britain that we are seen to break bread, greet and welcome Prime Minister Modi. But hang on a second. There's a growing sense of feeling of unrest among some. Hundreds of writers have called on David Cameron to address the rising climate of fear in India. An open letter to Mr Cameron signed by 200 of them talks of the growing intolerance and violence towards those who criticise orthodoxy or fundamentalism in Europe. Mr Cameron must, in the letter, speak out on the current state of freedom of expression in India. Well, we decided to go through some recent headlines, and these are very recent headlines. Saturday, in India, a leading Bollywood actor issuing an apology after a female television journalist was heckled and abused at a rally he'd organised to promote tolerance and unity. Last month, children burnt alive in a caste attack. Also last month, allegations that people again being mistreated by police because they were in the wrong caste. Last month, 2 journalists killed in India. And also allegations that political opponents and campaigners are routinely jailed. So have we done it again? We've only just said goodbye to one tyrannical leader from China, and we welcome the next one. When's the bloke from North Korea coming up? Was he going to go to see the Queen as well? Where does it end? Or are these reports wholly unfair? And India is a blossoming and booming economy. We need to do business with it. It is to be welcomed to the top tier of nations. Sabina Siddiqui is a lawyer and writer on geopolitics, supporting the campaign against the Prime Minister Modi's visit. She joins me from Pakistan. What are your problems with the Indian Prime Minister? Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for inviting me on the show. It's inexplicable why the UK government is inviting him there when he's had a 10-year boycott on him since 2002 to 2012. And his past and his history of genocide and mass murders in Gujarat and ethnic cleansing of the minorities, and it's inexplicable why the UK government has invited him at all over there.
Stay on the line. I know we've got quite a time slip. I'll come back to you in a moment. Listening, Dr. Rami Ranger, who's an entrepreneur, chairman of the British Sikh Association. We're hearing it's incomprehensible and he's effectively a mass murderer. How do you respond, Doctor?
Well, I'm really disappointed how people make these, accusations. All the cases were tried in Indian Supreme Court. Nothing was found. He was cleared. And, some people, because India is a massive country, over 1.3 billion people. There will always be dissent somewhere along the line. A country the size of India cannot pander to the needs of some small groups or Kashmiri separatists who want to break away from India, or some...
But this is a man who was banned from this country at one point, Doctor.
Well, he was then cleared. That's fair enough, but now we have to understand that we are respecting India. Individuals are individual, but we are respecting a nation of India, emerging economy. We share our values. We go back history. We fought shoulder to shoulder with 2 great wars with the people of India. Those people have contributed a great deal for this country. The Indian diaspora is very vibrant, making a huge contribution, more than any other diaspora, I can tell you. So therefore, I think it is natural the government of Britain pay respect to India.
Please stay on the line. Back to you, Sabina Siddiqui. This is a massive country. There are obviously going to be some dissenting voices. This man's been cleared of all these charges.
No, but his strong links to the organization, the RSS, are quite controversial, and the RSS is forcing Christians and Muslims to become Hindus with promise of money. This is it's terrible. And the way he's got this thing about cows. I mean, they are nobody can eat beef in India right now. I mean, this is against human rights in a way. And the way everything, I mean, the whole atmosphere has changed. It's worsened. Like, if it's a big country, it's like, why is the RSS let loose that way? And why is the Shiv Sena given the permission to, terrorize guests in India, like our PCB chairman and our actors who go there and our singers? They all face this hate and bias from the Shiv Sena and threaten, and they run back fearing their lives.
Dr. Ranger, do you want to respond to any of those allegations?
Yes, of course. First of all, the beef ban has not been materialized. There are a group of people, they have taken law into their own hand. They'll be dealt with very severely. And the other thing is, you have to appreciate, there are people like Kashmiri militants, they want to expel Hindus and Sikhs from Kashmir. They are not happy to be part of a secular democratic country where equality for all is enshrined. They would rather have the Islamic law, so where they can wrong for the other communities who've been living there. What they did in Pakistan, and in all the 58 countries of Muslim, do you think you can have pork? You have the human rights, you have freedom? Nothing. I mean, it's just picking on India. They're envious of India's success. 1947, 2 countries were treated. One to promote people on the basis of religion, want to promote people regardless of religion. Look, where's one country, where's the other country? Where's India surging a positive force, making huge contribution to the mankind, wherever.
So it's derived from envy then, Sabina Siddiqui?
No, not at all. We have no reason to be envious of the Indians, and it's they who keep, unleashing these proxy wars on us all the time, and they are the ones behind the separation of East Pakistan, which is now Bangladesh. Like, their Prime Minister has himself confessed that he was part of that Mukti Bahini, and he led them into it, and they have been doing guerrilla warfare against us. So,
all right, I will leave it there. Just back to you.
Just one last question. Please ask Ms. Siddiqui, is there any rights available to women in Islamic countries, any right given to any other religion in Islamic country? Look at the way we pander to Saudi Arabia. Look at the way we are so close allies with so many Gulf countries where human rights are non-existent. I think this is sure jealousy as India is emerging as a very positive force and its growing influence in America, Canada, everywhere. People have realized that the natural allies is India, not China. We'll roll the red carpet to Egyptian leaders.
All right. Final question, Dr. Ranger. I understand you're part of the welcoming team for the Indian Prime Minister. What does it mean to be an Indian in Britain today?
We feel at home because we come from home to home. We share each other's values. We are not a religious group. We never use religion to surge ahead. We use merit, and you can see Indian diaspora is well respected and punching above its weight. We have really contributed. I'm a Sikh, by the way, and the Sikhs have also contributed in the war, first and the second one, more than any other community in comparison to the number. So we are totally different kettle of fish.
I will leave it there with that kettle of fish. Thank you, Dr. Rami Ranger, who's an entrepreneur, chairs the British Sikh Association. My thanks also to Sabina Siddiqui, lawyer and writer and campaigning, of course, against Modi's visit. She joined us from Karachi in Pakistan.